Alrighty, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Natasha, and I am here today with Rachel to share a little bit about the Abundance Project and this mission of health and wellness. What is the Abundance Project? We are on a mission to help people tap into abundance through health, personal development, and empowered business. Our goal is to help as many people as possible reclaim their physical and financial well being. And we envision a world where people are thriving and not just surviving, a world where the power of fruits and vegetables and simple nutrition are regarded higher than any artificial quick fixes. A world where people truly have the power to design their own lives, a world full of abundant health and abundant wealth. We have partnered with the Healthy Living Revolution, which is all about inspiring healthy living around the world. We've locked arms with thousands of others on this mission to help as many people as possible create more abundance in their life. Before we get into that, we'd like to share a little bit about what's going on in the world of health and wellness and give you a peek into how this has affected our lives in a big way. I first want to share a little bit about my health journey. I woke up in an unfamiliar room, still high from anesthesia. My mom was there, and I giggled and I asked, "How did you get here?" I used to struggle with things like insomnia, acne, debilitating allergies, and weight fluctuation. Eventually, it morphed into major stomach cramps, exhaustion, and mucus or blood in my stool. I woke up in an unfamiliar room, a little high from anesthesia, and my mom was there, and I giggled and I said, "How did you get here?" The doctor walked in moments later and diagnosed me with an inflammatory autoimmune disease, mostly found in older men. I was given a prescription and told to take the medication for the rest of my life, and that food wasn't proven to help the disease. I started doing my research and I learned from a friend about gut health, and within a year, I had heard about a community that I was confident would help me get on the right track. And my friend who shared this with me ultimately changed the trajectory of my life. I started this journey as a food journey because I wanted to get rid of the medication. Alongside these incredible products, I was met with a program invented by Dr. Mitra Ray, which is all about fueling your body with foods that rather than coming from a box, come from the earth. I took the monthly detox and health resets seriously and combined them with amazing nutrition that is now a lifestyle habit and continues to heal my gut. My body can now keep up with the things that my mind wants to do. I poop real toxic, eliminating poops, and sometimes even twice a day. I can sleep through the night, and I had mild allergy symptoms last spring and fall, which is huge. I haven't taken medication for over a year, and while I'm not perfect, I do take daily steps to eliminate these symptoms from resurfacing. So, when my friend shared this program with me and the community, I liked it that it wasn't focused solely on elimination, but instead focused on what we needed to add in order to actually nourish our bodies. I think it's great to eliminate things in our diet that cause inflammation, whether that's from stress, illness, or even just working out. But when our body doesn't have the tools and building blocks it needs to repair itself, there's a compounding of negative things that can occur. It really comes down to getting enough plant matter into our bodies on a daily basis. We all know that eating more fruits and vegetables is good for us, and we should be eating more, right? Most people don't actually realize how many fruits and vegetables we're supposed to be getting. I mean, I didn't know. And play along with me for just a second. Hold up your fist. This is one serving size. And I want you to think about how many servings, the size of your fist, of fruits and vegetables that you had yesterday or on an average day. The average answer I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. So if you're in that range, that's totally normal. But did you know you're supposed to get 9 to 13 servings? 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, the size of your fist, literally every single day. When you're nourishing your body with enough plants, there's a positive compounding effect that occurs, enhancing our immunity and strengthening our bodies. And when we're not getting the plant matter on a daily basis, there's a negative compounding effect that can lead to a number of different related health issues. A lot of you might be wondering why these numbers are so high. It's because of the produce that we're eating. When you go to the grocery store and you see rock hard avocados or green bananas, the produce is telling you that it was picked way too early and wasn't able to develop all its micronutrients. On top of that, it's usually been shipped thousands of miles, and every day it's off the vine, it's losing nutrition. Think about this. To get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, we have to eat 5 oranges today. That really helped me understand the gap in my nutrition that needed to be bridged. With that gap in mind, about 25 years ago, this really amazing company called Juice Plus figured out how to create concentrated fruits and vegetable powders and put them into a capsule. Now, I feel like the second I say the word capsule, people's brains immediately jump into supplements and vitamins. So I'm just going to reel you in for a second. You can, even though it comes in a capsule, it's a supplement. It's not a sample, excuse me, it's not a supplement. You can see here that the label reads nutrition facts. If you were to go into your supplement cabinet and get your multivitamin out, it's going to say supplement facts. And that's because it's synthetic, isolated, and fragmented. Nutrition fact labels are for food only. For example, if you go grab a bag of frozen broccoli, it's going to have a nutrition label. So even though it comes in a capsule, it's fruits and vegetables. Think salad bar in a capsule. We have a fruit, veggie, and berry blend. My favorite part to share is how it's made. Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized family farms all over North America. They grow the produce where it grows best, and they actually let it vine ripen, which is so important. These fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing. We even get to use the entire whole food, including the peels, leaves, and seeds, whenever possible, which provides way more nutrition. In an orange, for example, up to 80% of that vitamin C is found in the peel. The produce is then dried at a low temperature to preserve the live nutrients and enzymes, and then put into capsules and chewables. And it's scientifically proven to do what we know fruits and vegetables are supposed to do for us. We are the most researched nutritional product in the world. Close to 40 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the globe. Our most recent addition to the Juice Plus family garden is the vegan omega. We pack omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 into one plant-based capsule by skipping the fish and going right to the source, which is deep water algae. We utilize naturally occurring omegas in other plant seeds like tomatoes, pomegranates, and buckthorn seed berry. These omegas are then cold pressed and, like the rest of the Juice Plus product line, tested with the highest standards through NSF certifications. The last piece, which was much more transformative than I would have ever thought, is our vegan and gluten-free shakes, which come in chocolate and vanilla. Yes, they have protein and superfoods and all the things that we care about, but for me, the biggest component is the prebiotic fiber. We all know about probiotics, and not everyone understands that these probiotics need to be fed. Prebiotic fiber needs the good bacteria in your stomach so that it can make a home. All of these things work together synergistically to optimize gut health. When your gut is happy, inflammation in the rest of your body can start to decrease. And inflammation is the #1 leading cause of all disease, period. And consider that about 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut. So a happy gut makes for a happy human. Now, I appreciate you listening to all of that, and I'm really excited to pass it over to Rachel so that she can share a little bit about her product story.
Thanks, Tosh. I always love to hear all the good, juicy facts about the product. For me, it really started years before I even learned about the product. It was a week before my 21st birthday, and I was in the hospital. I spent 8 hours by myself, um, dealing with the most severe pain I've ever felt, with what I thought was my reproductive system. And it was terrifying when at the end of that 8 hours, the doctor came to me and told me the only two options I had were either a hysterectomy or chemotherapy. And that was not the direction I wanted to go, especially at that age. Uh, my whole life, I saw myself as someone healthy, and I always thought I ate healthy too. So I rejected those offers, being told how crazy I was by the doctor, and I put my head to it that I was going to figure this out on my own using whole food nutrition. And um, it was stressful. It caused a lot of stress in my life, which didn't help the situation. I still felt the pain, which was scary every time I did. Um, and just a couple years after that, I was introduced by Natasha, thank God, because it's what really more than just helped me through the nutrition, but educated me. And actually, I was working with a Chinese medicine doctor who pinpointed the real problem, which was uh, lack of probiotic nutrition, and it was gut health related. So, long story short, I didn't really need a hysterectomy or chemotherapy. I just needed a stronger gut health. And so, um, starting to add the probiotics and the prebiotics, which are in that complete shake, really has helped my gut health, as well as the capsules have helped decrease my bloating, which is an issue I didn't even realize I had. And I've also started to notice I'm going into my fourth month of taking the product, and I've started to notice my skin clearing up dramatically. I've had maybe one or two breakouts since I've started taking the product consistently, but I can just feel and see my skin like really clearing up. Um, and I know that as I continue to take the product, my skin is just going to start to glow.
Thank you so much, Rachel. It's really good to hear all of those juicy details, some of which I didn't even know. So, as much as I want to talk about the products and our health programs all day long, I do really want to share our amazing mission and business. This part isn't for everyone, and that's totally fine. But one thing I've noticed is that people aren't always quick to disclose what's happening behind closed doors, especially when it comes to finances. So I feel like it's my responsibility to share the whole picture and put all the cards out on the table so that everyone who's listening can decide if this is something that's right for them or see if anyone in their life comes to mind. I was working multiple jobs the summer that all these things were going on, and I thought that self care had something to do with ending every day bellied up to a bar with some of my closest friends. And sometimes that closest friend was just the bartender. My tiny town was headed into the off season, which was a time where only part time employment with little to no sign of another job would be available for me. I started to have this feeling that I wanted to run my own business. However, I didn't know where I was going to start. After all, I had only helped people continue to run their businesses and had never started one before. And I had this realization, again, bellied up to a bar. Soon after this moment of clarity, My friend shared with me a video of two women our age with a similar outdoor and travel passion, living a time of time, living with time and financial freedom by partnering with the Juice Plus company. I knew immediately that this is what I was searching for. Then, since then, I've combined my skill sets of customer service, wellness, and leadership to run a business of my own. I started to spend time and money on my personal development and creating relationships. This additional income has helped my partner and I save for the house of our dreams while also paying down debt at the same time. I'm now running in the direction of my dreams alongside a like-minded community, which is so important. I'd love to turn it back to Rachel to share why this business called out to her.
Thanks again, Tosh. So, being the introvert that I am, I always had this wild and crazy idea that I could make an income from my computer and travel anywhere in the world while I was doing it. But every time that idea popped into my head, I just get super anxious with the idea of like, how can I even make this possible? And then, like, am I even capable of it? Can I even really do something like that? So when I was introduced to the Abundance Project, I got really, really nervous, mostly because I had like this really strong gut feeling that it was right for me. It really called to me. So I jumped in, and since making the decision, I've started to realize that like my wild and crazy idea is actually realistic. And um and now I get to still be that introvert, but with multiple connections. And I'm really, really excited to watch my income grow, but also um, like my self worth alongside with it.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Rachel. So, here's a brief look into what the business side of the Abundance Project is. We own what is called a virtual franchise. It costs about $52 a year to own your own business. That's $1 a week for all of our training. All we do is share by word of mouth, and the Juice Plus company does the rest. They bill and collect, they ship directly to the customer, which means you don't have any boxes of Juice Plus in your garage. The only inventory to keep is your own Juice Plus. All commission levels are permanent. There's no quotas or monthly minimums required. We get paid in 4 different ways: retail profit, commission, bonuses. And at the very top of the position of our company, we have a full-time benefits package, which includes medical, dental, chiropractic, life, long-term care, college tuition assistance, holiday bonuses, and monthly expense allowances. It's really amazing to know that you can have this life of freedom, but also have health insurance to support your family. And now, and not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. We've impacted over 1 million families so far with the Juice Plus for children through the Healthy Family Starts program. So any child over the age of 4 through full-time college students can receive Juice Plus with an adult sponsor using it. If you have children or want to support a child, ask Rachel for details. We are the title sponsor of the St. Jude Memphis Marathon weekend, and we're highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club. I just want to close this call by saying thank you, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hear what we've been up to. Perhaps you resonated with some of the things we shared and are ready to jump in and learn more about how the Abundance Project stands to improve your family's health or financial well-being. But you also might have been listening as a conduit for someone else. So I encourage you to take a minute or two after this call and think about if there's anyone in your life that could benefit from any of this information that we shared today, whether that's the opportunity to improve their health, opportunity to create more time freedom and flexibility, or an opportunity to improve their finances. When I signed up, I knew I was signing up for a business. I knew I was signing up for a health program, but I did not realize that I was signing up for a family. The Abundance Project, partnered with the Juice Plus company, really is that. No matter what we're doing in life, no matter how many fruits and vegetables we're eating, life can be challenging and throw us curveballs. It's so amazing to know that there is this whole community there to lift us up, support us, and help us rise. I feel so grateful to be able to pass this along to others and know that it's the main reason I've been able to grow and expand in this business as much as I have. Thank you again so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to support us. If any part of this resonated with you or has you thinking of someone that you love, we would love to chat with you and give you permission to dream a little bit bigger. So have a wonderful rest of your day.